All praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakbadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, salutations to the hopeful elect that's fighting a good fight of faith and truth and sincerity and wholeheartedly. Shalom to the Akwath, which is the women believers. Shalom to you. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. The counsel of heaven come first. The counsel of heaven come first. So what the Lord have determined on what he want to do, that's always going to be the outcome. So it don't matter how you look at things. It don't matter how you perceive things. The counsel of heaven comes first. Number one, as it say in Proverbs 20 and 24, a man's goings is of the Lord. Do you understand what that scripture is saying? That scripture is saying no matter what a man could devise in his heart, he's going to do what the Lord wants him to do. Matter of fact, let's get a scripture to back it up. So this is why we are in good hands. We in good hands because the Lord's plans will prevail. There are many devices going into your intentions, your plans. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh shall stand. Counsel, advice, plans, but let's look it up. Itazah in Hebrew. So you got a plan, advice, advisement, purpose. Okay. Counsel, advice, purpose. Perfect words for that counsel definition. Okay. So no matter what, the counsel, purpose, advice, whatever the case may be, which is the Lord's plans, is going to prevail. So I meditated on this all the time because Esau, like we prophets, and we have to prophesy the news. We have to tell you about things that's going on in the world, and then we filter it through the scripture. So this devil's pride is at an all-time high. That's why they talk about 2050, 2030, basically talking about bringing their new world order to fruition, So this is what the Lord had to say about your plans. So it says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? When you go into the word rage, goes into a plot, which is conspiracy. Conspiracy is two or more people plotting evil. Because if you know the truth, the devil, he is contrary to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. He actually think he can fight him and win. Because the Lord have hardened his heart the same way that the Lord have hardened the ancient Pharaoh's heart. It's nothing new under the sun. And if you understand the truth, or the Lord is dealing with you on any type of level, you recognize that the Lord always come out on top. So the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is where you get the account of Revelation 12. Verse 7 through 9. Michael and his angels fought against Satan and his angels. But then it was found no more in heaven. For Satan and his angels, they was cast out. That old serpent, all right, devil and Satan is going, as it says, all the way back in Genesis. You about to eat the dust, okay? You are about to be like, when you read the book of Job, you could read Job 24 through 8. See, the reason I quote a lot of scriptures, like I said, the video will be too long. But at least I tell you where they at, and I summarize it for whoever listen. So when you read Job 24 through 8, it talks about how the joy of the hypocrite is only but for a moment. And then they that behold him shall see him no more. And be like, wow, this was he? He going to perish forever like his own dung. All right. So he's about to be very, very low. You about to actually see the base man be the base man. See, the Lord is so powerful that he made the base man to be the top man right now. But you about to actually see Esau real soon in his natural state, which is a beast man. Job 30:1-8 go through that. Job said, I wouldn't even let these people around my dogs. I wouldn't even let them around my sheep, because you know what they would do to them. They viler than the earth. So it says, and against his anointed, saying, so when they have these councils, Psalms 83, when they have these councils, they're literally trying to formulate a plan to go against Yahweh Bashim Awashai, which is bugged the fuck out. And then his people too. So that's why he continued to push sin upon our people. Because in his little puny mind, he think that if I could just continue to keep them in sin, I could rule forever. But he don't understand that there is a day where the Lord is going to stop all of this. There is a day that is called salvation. There is a day that's called deliverance. There is a day that the Lord said he's going to deliver the remnant from off the earth. So you could continue to keep the 2/3 in sin, but the Lord said he's going to shorten the days for the elect's sake, because the purpose of the Lord shall stand. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So they think, because remember, the opposite of this is that Yahweh Shah said, ask of me, and I give you the nations as an inheritance. You should rule over them. All right. So the Lord's blessing is us ruling over the nations with a rod of iron. Revelation 2:26-27. So they know prophecy. Talk about the elites. They know who they are. They know who we are. And they're trying to prevent that from happening. That's what it means. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. All right. So there's going to come a day. That's why even when you read Wisdom of Solomon 5, when it goes into the strangers of our salvation, then when you continue to read, they'll be like, wow, this was he? We thought his life to be madness. We thought his life to be without honor. How was he numbered among the saints? What? And it's not the elite. It's the regular, Joe Blow Edomite. Because they're the ones. That's why you don't see no Rothschilds, no Rockefellers, no DuPonts, no Gettys, the ruling banking families talking about us. It's these regular, everyday Edomites. Then you're going to have a second class Edomites like the presidents and government officials. They're going to start talking about it soon, but not in a good light. But they don't really know who we are like the elite do. Because all of this is secret. This truth, like I always say this. I have to say this to my woman sometimes. I have to say this, to family and friends sometimes. I don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about. This is my life on the line. I'm putting my life on the line for this. The Lord, well, first of all, is all praises to Yahweh Bashim Awashai. He the one that allowed me to put myself, put my life on the line. Make your body a living sacrifice, which is your reasonable service. But this is not no fucking game. Anybody who go out to the highways and byways and profess Yahweh Bashim Awashai, and anybody that believe in Yahweh Bashim Awashai in truth and sincerity, this is not no damn game. So Esau, Edom know that it ain't no damn game either. So they're not going to tell every Edomite who we are. They're going to slander us. But they know who we are. That's why when they have these councils, as I say in verse 3 again, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. They're trying their hardest, because the Lord have heart in their heart, but they're trying their hardest to, not to go into slavery and to not be done away with. You think they don't watch us? You think they don't hear about Obadiah 18? How at the end of their captivity, they're going to be rounded up and bounded up and then set on fire, and then no more Edomites. So it says, then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sword his pleasure. So that's the end game. As it says in 2 Thessalonians 2:8, I shall consume you with the spirit of my mouth. That's why the persecution is coming, because the prophets is telling Esau who he is, exposing Esau for who he is, what he have done. The Lord have made him bear through the prophets. Then it said, then the Lord is going to come and destroy you with the brightness of his coming. So after we pronounce in judgment on you, then the Lord is going to come and sweep it up. So the counsel of heaven comes first. Also, they go into another aspect of the counsel of heaven come first. You have to know what you are part of. See then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. So another thing, I think I mention this all the time. So I'm around certain people that they don't want to hear anything about trouble, which all they're doing is fulfilling prophecy in Isaiah 30:9. Prophesy unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. They want us to tell them that everything's going to be all right, but it's not. So I'm around people who don't want to hear about, tariffs. They don't want to hear about, inflation, famine, and even Trump on the news said that he's militarizing the police for black neighborhoods. So these are things that you can actually go on the news and find out, but you try to talk to it to certain people. Oh, here you go. I don't want to hear about it, man. I just want to live, man. I don't want to hear about it, man. Whatever. So this is the will of the Lord. That's why the Lord said, see ye then walk circumspectly, means to look around. Not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time, because the days are evil. Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is. So this is the counsel of heaven. Before the earth was even made, this counsel was already set in place. This is the Lord's movie, and the Lord's movie is going to play out the way that he wanted to play out, and he don't give a damn about your emotions. He don't care about how you feel. Romans 8:20 said that the creature was made subjected to vanity, not willingly. So you ain't have a say-so in the matter. You ain't even have a say-so of being born. So who the hell is you? You come to an earth that already have the operations and everything is running. And people just got the audacity to be proud. I can't wait till the Lord humble these people, man. Especially our people. And be not drunk with wine, talk about the philosophies of this world. And also wine. Got a lot of drunkards in our nation. And it's because of oppression. They won't admit it. But the main reason why you would turn to drugs is if you happy, everything going good, I'm going to say 90% you wouldn't even touch drugs and alcohol like that. But then you just have people who just like, okay, I'm rich and I got a lot of access to these things. Let me try a little bit. Then they become addicted. So that's the 10%. All right. But most people that smoke and drink all the time because you're trying to escape the reality of life. And it said, wherein is excess, but be filled with the Spirit. Okay. So no matter what, the counsel of the Lord is going to stand. So destruction is coming. Jacob's trouble is coming. Mark of the beast is coming. World War III is coming. And all those things is going to usher in the end. I got 2 more scriptures, but let's get this classic. So it says, what if the Most High willing to show his wrath, to make his power known, endure with much long suffering the vessels of the wrath fitted to destruction. Now this is how the Lord is going to end the movie. So he's about to make his power known by setting this devil up so high, and then that fall is going to be, whoo, as the scripture says, headlong, face first, head first. All right. It's going to be a hell of a drop. Because remember, it said in the fullness of his sufficiency. All right. So when he is about to fill his belly, when he is about to be like, yes, we finally did it, guys. We got the population down. We got all the rules in play. All the laws in play. We got the mark of the beast on deck. The Lord gonna come and rain on him while he is eating. And I just quoted Job 20 and 22 through 24. So it said, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, which is us, which he had afore prepared unto glory, which go into the council of the heavens. Okay? The council of heaven comes first. So the Lord told Abraham, our forefather, that he was going to bless us above measure. He was going to give us the land. All the nations going to be blessed through us. All right? And we was going to be the top dogs. And it's just that simple. So this is a message from the scriptures that I'm going to leave whoever watches video, and of course to myself first. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that you mayest be wise in your later end. As the scripture said, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability at times, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. All right. So you need those attributes to be wise. All right. And to be saved in the later end. That's what the Lord said, that Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. And also the only ones who's going to make it is the elect. So seek ye out the Lord while he may be found, and shalom.